Hey, it's Leanne Bartlett here on Loving Life Now, and
joining Simon Haggard. Hello, good evening.
Hello guys. So today, yes, thank you for joining us on our Facebook live stream. And what topic are we talking about today?
Oh, should we wait for people to join us?
Yeah, we will, but let's people won't be watching the recording.
Okay, so what's an entrepreneur? So we're going to be talking about what is an entrepreneur. Are you familiar with what an entrepreneur is? And we'll also cover off who is an entrepreneur at the same time. So big welcome if you've just joined us. Pop your details in the comments. Let us know that you're on live joining us this evening.
Hello Ingrid, good evening to you. I'm just going to go and share it on our page, other pages, so you can welcome everyone as we go.
Well, big welcome. Again, if you've just joined us, we've got a few people on. Shani, hi, welcome to you. Ida, welcome to you. Who else have we got joining us? Ingrid, hi. Looking forward to this, that's great. Susan Corney says, hi. Faye Lee, hi guys. Jacinta, hi to you.
Hey.
So again, a big welcome if you've just joined us. This is Lee Ann Bartlett's A Loving Life Now. and Facebook and your Facebook. Paul Furness is watching. Welcome to you, Paul. Big hi. Natasha Johnson, welcome. Hi to you.
Awesome. That's a very long name. I
haven't seen one that long before. It's got a title after it.
Ah, cool. I'm just sharing this, so just give me 2 more.
Who else we got joining us? Georgina, welcome. Anne Campbell, welcome to you. Who else we got? If you've just joined us on our Facebook Live for tonight, we've got a great topic. Who and what? Well, first of all, what is an entrepreneur? So we're going to be talking about that. I'll get you to share your thoughts on it, but Lee and I are going to share ours and talk a bit about what is an entrepreneur.
Yes.
Hi, everyone, says Anne. Rachel says hello.
Good
hi,
morning.
Rachel. Paul Furness. Hi, Simon Lee. Hi to you, Paul. So again, if you've just joined us live, pop on out. Tell us you're here.
Pop one out? Is that what you said?
Yeah, pop on out. You know, in the comments.
Hey, Lisa.
Just pop your comments in. Give us a like. Give us some love. Tell us you're here. Janet Good says hi, guys.
Yeah, that's funny.
Hey, Janet, welcome. So glad to have you all here on Facebook Live this evening. And again, our topic for the evening is what is an entrepreneur? We're going to be discussing that and our perspective on it. So for everyone that's out there and joined us on the line, this is a great Facebook for you so that you can understand our perspective on what is an entrepreneur and possibly maybe how to become an entrepreneur. Hey Claire, welcome. See you there. Thanks for popping in the comments.
Awesome.
Again, if you've just joined us, pop on out with your comment. Pop your name in.
Pop on out sounds funny.
What else do you say?
Just pop on out.
Pop your details in the comments. Let us know you're here. Say hi.
God, you're funny.
All right. So, how are you going there with the share?
Good. I'm just to tag you. Oh, it already said I was with you, so I've tagged you twice.
Right, there you go.
So you're good.
All right. We are ready to rock and roll. Well, excellent.
Alrighty. Awesome. So, what is it? What is an entrepreneur?
Well, first of all, I just want to share with people that that may be brand new or watching this for the first time, Lee, that we do this Facebook Live every 2 weeks, every fortnight, and the whole idea behind it is to share with you, the person that's out there and viewing this, and discuss a little bit about our perception on the topics that we choose each and every fortnight. So we pick a different topic. We'll be working our way through those and just sharing our perspective, giving you some thoughts. And we want to hear your thoughts. That's most importantly as well. We like the interaction. We want to hear from you guys. And we want to hear certainly your thoughts and how that impacts you. Maybe the topic's something that's close to your heart. Maybe it's something that is coming up in your life. Maybe it's something that that you're passionate about and you want to share a bit of passion about that topic. So we want to hear from you throughout the Facebook Live. So be sure to pop your details in the comments. Pat Good's watching. G'day to you,
Robbie.
Pat.
Hello, Robbie.
Robbie's watching. Hey to you, Robbie.
That must be a new feature. I don't think I've seen all the
Yeah, I
green
haven't seen
wavy
that
things
figure.
before.
It's got this little
Pretty
wave
cool.
thing. So I don't know whether we press it and it waves back or you're waving at us. I'm not quite sure.
We'll go with their waving at us. So if you are somebody that wants to create better results in your life, then be sure to tune in to our fortnightly Facebook Live on personal development topics.
Absolutely. So
Awesome.
We're talking about tonight's topic is what is an entrepreneur? And we're also going to cover off who is an entrepreneur. So Lee, what comes up for you? I mean, what is it that in your mind, what is an entrepreneur?
So for me, an entrepreneur is somebody who is leading from the front. So somebody that's willing to take risks, whether it's in business, career, relationships, just life in general. So somebody that, to me, it's somebody that's a leader that wants to take action and move towards something that they really want.
Awesome. And I think we're surrounded by entrepreneurs in all of our life, right? And everything that we do. And that sort of comes into who is an entrepreneur as well. But for me, what is an entrepreneur? It's someone that thinks outside the box. Mm-hmm. It's someone that is looking to create a different reality for themselves. They don't necessarily want to conform to what the norm is, or what the norm might be for them. So it could be in a job, it could be in a workplace, it could be look. There's a whole range of scenarios. We can even be an entrepreneur in our own life, in our relationships. Yeah. Right. We can be an entrepreneur in our family life, and really sort of, as you said, leading by example, coming up with different ideas, different ways of doing things.
Willing to take risks. Yeah,
willing to take risks, different concepts, going out on a limb. So all these things are characteristics, I guess, of what is an entrepreneur. So we want to hear from you as to what your thoughts are while we're discussing this topic, as to what is an entrepreneur. In your mind, what is an entrepreneur?
So if you look around your house, like everything that you own in your house was created by an entrepreneur, right?
Absolutely.
So, somebody...
This Facebook Live and smartphone that we're on.
Exactly.
And the lighting that we've got in here and the backdrop behind us.
Yeah. Your glasses you've got on.
Yeah, these are all entrepreneurial ideas, right? Without people creating and without people coming up with new concept, new ideas, then, we wouldn't have a lot of these things. So these people are entrepreneurial minded.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And you know what? I think parents are very entrepreneurial. I can't even say the word tonight. Because, they also don't only think of the things for themselves, but they've then also got to plan and think of things for the family as well.
Yep.
So we've got Sang-Yum, hello to you. I don't think we've seen you on here before, so thanks for joining us. An entrepreneur is a person who is creating changes.
Awesome.
That's cool.
Absolutely.
I love that one. Thank you.
And it is. I mean, change is one of them. But entrepreneurs create more than change. They create something out of that change.
Well, they create change by thinking about it, and then they take action on it and actually create it as well.
That's the big thing, right? So entrepreneurs are action takers. So you can create change, but then you've actually got to create the action to create that change as well.
So rather than just thinking about what it is you want, you take action and actually move towards it. And a lot of entrepreneurs won't stop until they achieve it. Or they might change the course along the way and the idea might slightly change. But yeah, they're always in action towards it. So Anne says someone who thinks outside the herd. Absolutely. Janet, I think an entrepreneur is someone who is a creator, someone who backs themselves and expects to fail in order to succeed. They are action takers.
Definitely action takers, and that's a great one, Janet. And thanks, Anne, for your comment as well. Someone who thinks outside the herd. Well, as I said, someone who thinks outside the box. Same principle. Mm-hmm. We can either conform to the situation we're in, and it could be a job or it could be a relationship. You could be conforming in a relationship. You can be conforming through education, right? Mm-hmm. Schooling systems are a great conforming environment where we want people to just conform and be a part of the herd or be inside the box. We don't necessarily encourage too much out of the box thinking when it comes to our education system. Mm-hmm. However, those people that, we know a lot of entrepreneurs, Lee, both you and I, and those people that we know as entrepreneurial minded people haven't been conformists through education, right? They've been conformists.
A lot of them haven't finished school.
Through school, that's right. Some of them are high school dropouts. I certainly didn't complete year 12, yet that hasn't stopped me from...
Oh, I didn't know that. Jeez.
Oh my God, does that change everything?
Yeah, totally. We'll have to end now.
Oh, you're funny. So, I think that you can create results in your life through who you become, and having that entrepreneurial spirit, that drive, that determination to want to create something greater. It's all well and good to go for the change, but what is it that you want to change? Are you looking to change the world? Are you looking to change something one step at a time? Are you looking to change just something in your family? Or are you looking to change something that is going to impact a much greater, broader range of people?
Mm-hmm. So I've got a question for everyone that's watching. So you may not be a business owner, you may have a job or whatever, it doesn't matter. So where in your life do you feel that you're playing the entrepreneur the most? So whether is it in your job, your business, relationships, whatever it is, but where do you think you're playing the entrepreneur the most in your life?
Well, that's an interesting one. Interesting one for me, for sure.
Sang says, I'm one of them too, but I've been successful in life after dropping out of high school.
Yeah, absolutely. There you go. So creating success is determined by the person you become. And we all have equal ability to be able to grow and to develop and to create success. And not necessarily. I mean, like I said earlier, those people that are non-conformists are the one that tend to go on to think outside the box and go and create something different. I was listening to this great podcast, Lee, which I introduced you to, which was Jay Shetty doing an interview with one of the co-founders of Netflix. And what I loved about it was such an entrepreneurial podcast. And they spoke about the challenges of getting Netflix off the ground. And I just want to share this story really quickly, just as an example of entrepreneurial ideas. So Netflix, I remember Netflix starting many, many, many years ago. And it was not an online video site. It was a mail order DVD site.
Imagine that nowadays.
Where you signed up and you ordered your DVDs online and they got mailed to you. And you had so many days and then you had to mail them back. And then when you mailed them back, you could order some more and you could only order so many at a time. And they came in a little cardboard envelope to your letterbox at home. And I remember when Netflix launched and I actually trialed out this, DVD service, this home service. And it was so revolutionary back in the day. But the problem that they faced is that the video stores were still growing and there was still gaining traction, and Blockbuster was one of the biggest video suppliers in the marketplace. So here was Netflix trying to take on Blockbuster by shortcutting the DVD store and sending DVDs to people's homes. Now, today, as we know it, Netflix is in so many countries around the world. It is the biggest player in the space, and we download digital movies. Now, who would have ever thought when the co-founders of Netflix got together all those years ago that they spoke about developing they had the concept. The concept was, how do we deliver movies to people in their home without having a store? Mm-hmm. And, they trialed something and it didn't quite go off. They were $50 million in debt after trialing it for some time. And they were looking for an injection of capital into their business. They actually had a meeting with Blockbuster and it didn't go so well. But that didn't stop them, right? They didn't fold. They didn't lose hope. They just course corrected, changed tact and thought, okay, how can we do this differently? What can we do differently that's going to work in a different manner? So today we have Netflix as an amazing global player in the marketplace, and Blockbuster, where are they? They don't exist. They actually went broke. So fortunately, Netflix never merged with Blockbuster and they never bought each other out, which was a great thing for both companies. But Blockbuster never went with the change. Netflix actually created such success. So there's so many entrepreneurial stories out there, and that's just a really great one. And if you want to listen to that interview, it's on the Jay Shetty podcast, and I'd recommend that it's a good listen. And there's some really great tips from the co-founder of Netflix, and he shares just the trials and tribulations of being an entrepreneur. Is it always good, Lee?
No, there's going to be hard times. There's going to be times where you feel like you want to quit. But you know what? Someone that's a successful entrepreneur is one that doesn't quit. So they push through it anyway and, take course corrections and just do what they need to do to get there, right?
Yep.
There's a few comments.
There is a few comments. Let me just go back here. I'll just go back. Colette says hi. Okay, so...
go down.
Yeah, so Janet had made a comment saying that her business and her parenting was her number one entrepreneurial priority. That's what you actually asked. And then, of course, we've got Lee said entrepreneurs are usually people that don't want to work for somebody and they don't want someone telling them how much they are worth. That's
Absolutely.
very true.
Now I'm going to see if this thing works. Oh, go back. We've got these cool. Oh, look.
Oh, yeah, okay. So
we can wave back at people.
So Gilbert and Colette are watching. Hi from Auckland. Georgina says, today I said bye to my job, my job. And as of right now, I'm being a full-time entrepreneur in my business. I've always been the entrepreneur in my family since day one. Well, congratulations to you, Georgina. That's a great milestone. Paul says, well done, Georgina. Gilbert and Colette said, I remember the Blockbuster big in its time. And yes, it was big in its time.
Well, there was a few different shops. There was like 3 or 4 different video stalls that used to be really big.
Yeah, but Blockbuster was an international one.
Okay.
And it was big in Australia, but big in the US as well. And, you know, they were a multi-billion-dollar company and had so many employees, and it just doesn't exist. So entrepreneurs are creators, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're creators. But you were talking about it's not always rosy, and it's not always rosy as an entrepreneur. You know, do you get paid a weekly wage, Lee? How do you get paid as an entrepreneur?
Entrepreneur time.
Entrepreneur time. We have a saying that you get paid in entrepreneurial time, which is the work that you do today will go towards paying you off down the track. Whereas, you know, a traditional job, you might get paid for the hours that you put in.
You might get paid.
If the company's still around. Sang says, really love watching you two on Facebook Live, inspiring to me to do the same. Would like to actually shake your hands at Super Saturday in
I'll
December.
do you one better. Come around, I'll give you a hug.
That's awesome, Sang. Well, I didn't even know Sang was in the same business as we are, so that's awesome.
Very cool.
Great to have you here, and we'll look forward to meeting you at Super Saturday, which is our business event that we're
and only about 7 weeks away, I think, too.
Partnering with our company in December, on December the 14th, just a week after our wedding.
Yay.
Yeah, so we'll be there as Mr. and Mrs. Haggard.
We will.
There you go. All right, so what else can we talk about entrepreneurs? We spoke about challenges. Entrepreneurs have got to be quick thinkers. They've got to think on their feet. They've got to be adaptable.
Yeah.
That's another a character trait of an entrepreneur. They've got to be focused.
Yeah.
What else? What else
Action
can you think of?
takers.
Action takers.
Motivated.
Oh, self-motivated. Yeah.
Driven.
Yep.
Willing to fail.
Willing to fail. Yep.
And get back up. That's the key.
Yep. They're going to be willing to try new things.
So Georgina's lining up for a hug too.
Okay, awesome.
And Janet doesn't want a hug. She just wants vision.
Janet needs vision.
No, Janet's saying that they need vision.
All right, so the entrepreneur has vision.
Yes.
They certainly need vision, but they've got a vision. They want to create a vision for themselves as to where they're going, what they're doing, what they're achieving. Woohoo, wedding exciting. I know. It's getting close. We had our wedding planner here the other day, actually, just looking at the house and the yard as to where it's all happening. Janet does want a hug. All right. So what else about entrepreneurs, Lee? Is there something else that comes up for you or stands out in your mind about, what makes an entrepreneur?
No, I think we've kind of mentioned everything, but there's a good comment from Colette. Do extraordinary things, go the extra mile. So, yeah, they're willing to do things that others aren't willing to do.
That's a great Jim Rohn quote, right? The successful people are the people that are prepared to do the things that unsuccessful people are not prepared to do. And that's a great quote, and it's very entrepreneurial focused and entrepreneurial minded. So that's another great trait. So what else have we got? If you want to share your comments, do extraordinary things. That was Colette. But if you've got some comments on what a trait is of an entrepreneur that maybe we haven't covered, maybe something that you're sitting there thinking out there at home, or something that's in you. If you're an entrepreneur, what is it that's in you that you believe is a trait that allows you as an entrepreneur to be successful? Or maybe you're not an entrepreneur, but you'd like to be an entrepreneur. So how do you do that? Where do you start to become an entrepreneur? That's a really interesting one.
Well, I think a key is having a good mentor.
Absolutely.
So having someone, and there may be someone that you get to talk to, or maybe someone that you watch from afar as well. So it may not be necessarily that they're mentoring you, but you follow them on their social media and you get advice from them, as in their tips and tricks and all that kind of stuff. So Kim says a risk taker. Absolutely.
Yeah, they're definitely risk takers.
Entrepreneurs totally take risks in all different areas. And they might not be scary, big, hairy kind of risks, but they might,
hairy risks?
I don't know. But they might be calculated risks sometimes as well,
Risks, yeah.
but not always. Sometimes they are just, let's just make this decision. Also, they're people that make decisions quickly and rarely change them.
See, that's another great quote by Andy Andrews, who says, successful people make decisions quickly and change their minds slowly.
Exactly.
And unsuccessful people change their minds regularly and don't make decisions quickly. So, it's an interesting one.
So Janet says, I never ever give up. Yes, and have awesome mentors like you do.
Oh, thanks, Janet. Look, having awesome mentors, I mean, that's a great thing. When I came into this industry, Lee, 11 years ago.
You were my mentor.
I was too.
You were.
I was your idol, wasn't I? Was it a mentor?
Yeah, I was like bowing to you.
Mentor, idol,
whatever.
So when I got started 11 years ago, I realised that if I wanted to create change in my life, that I needed to find people that were creating success and surround myself with those people and learn from those people. So for me, finding people that are successful, learning to do what they do is a key ingredient to becoming an entrepreneur. And the people that we get to work with in our business, in our online business here is, that's what we do. We get to work with motivated individuals. We get to coach and mentor them. And we get to inspire them to go and create the results and the success that they're looking to create. Is there anything else around that comes up for you? What about you? When you started 10 and a half years ago, what was your goal to become an entrepreneur?
Oh, I wonder what that noise was. Someone's ringing me. So my goal was to be successful. I felt like I'd failed in my other business. Not that I had, but that's how I felt. So I wanted to do something that was going to make me feel successful, something that I could inspire others, be passionate about, be excited about. So I, like you said, found people that were creating what I wanted. And I followed them. So I didn't copy them, but I followed them.
Yep.
And I, made it my own. So whatever they were doing, I would do that, but make it my own.
Yep. Janet says, entrepreneurs overcome fear. Gabby says, that's me. I find it easy to make decisions for others, just not myself. Okay, well, that's interesting. I mean, that's Nick's watching, so g'day to Nick. And we've just, I think we just waved back at Nick.
I was trying.
Maybe, all right, let's give Nick a wave.
Oop.
Maybe
there we go. It's a new little thing that's come up on the screen. It's pretty exciting.
I think to be an entrepreneur, you've got to find entrepreneurs, learn what it is that they're doing, and duplicate their success. Learn from them. When I was starting out in this industry, Lee, I was inspired by the other people that I saw that were creating results, and I thought, how can I go out there and create those results for myself? And I just learned what it was that they were doing. And, that could be following people on social media. It can be, and I know today, I'll see things on social media and think, wow, that's a really great idea. And I'll go and do that on my social media. And, that's how we leverage. It's how we learn. It's how we develop as entrepreneurs. We learn from other entrepreneurs. I love listening to Gary Vaynerchuk, who runs VaynerMedia in the US, and very well known, high profile marketing guru. Well, he won't say he's a guru, marketing expert maybe, just tells it how it is, and very high profile social media. So I love listening to his stuff about being an entrepreneur and learning how to market and being on purpose. Let's just have a look at some comments that have come up that we've just missed there. Gabby says, I want something that is all mine, and my success and failures are all mine. Well, that's really important, absolutely. You've got to own your shit, right?
Can you say it on Facebook?
Yeah, I can.
Janet says, entrepreneurs inspire others to create change.
And Sally Carter says, an entrepreneur is someone who has a goal and who will do whatever it takes to make it happen. They think outside the box, which we've talked about, take risks, and never give up. And that's great, Sally. Get up. And we've spoken about all those things tonight, and that's one of the lovely things about sharing our perspective on what is an entrepreneur. Now, And we also touched on who's an entrepreneur. You know, mums are entrepreneurs.
Are you an entrepreneur?
Are you an entrepreneur?
Yeah, if you're watching the recording, let us know. Make sure you also comment. You don't have to just comment if you're live.
And if you're not an entrepreneur and you want to become an entrepreneur, then maybe we could assist you in becoming an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And if that's you and you're out there, then just pop your details into the website.
Absolutely.
And put in the comments that I want to be an entrepreneur. And that way we'll know that that you've listened to the Facebook Live here about becoming an entrepreneur.
Now, first, just some news for those that follow our Sam and Leanne Unleashed. We're revamping, so there might not be a video for a week or two, like a mishmash video. So
make some adaptations and some changes.
Yeah, some exciting changes coming.
Positive growth and feedback.
So feel free to look at the other videos that are already there, and we'll have some new stuff coming out for you soon.
Yep, we're going to be a little under wraps, but we're going to be adding more value where we can, like this, you know, like our Facebook Lives. And we love picking this topic, love coming out here and sharing this with you. So if it can inspire you in what we discuss and maybe give you some nuggets to take away, something you can learn, something you can process and implement, something you can implement into your life, into your business.
Absolutely. Anne says, I'm an entrepreneur creating the best version of myself through personal development. Gratitude for your thoughts tonight. Love listening to you both. Oh, thanks, Anne.
Awesome.
That's
Thanks,
lovely.
Anne.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap, actually.
It is the top of the hour.
Yay.
So
thanks for joining us, everybody.
Absolutely. No, not at all. Thank you. Thanks for joining.
So if you
thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, guys, if you haven't followed our YouTube channel, you can catch that. Actually, if you go and follow our Facebook page, Sam and Leanne, we've also got Lifestyle Beers and Loving Life Now, which you're already on. And follow our YouTube channel. We'd love some more subscribers. Yeah, Sam and Leanne Unleashed.
Yep, make sure you subscribe to it. And we also upload our Facebook Lives.
We do.
And videos, so they'll all be on the YouTube channel as well.
And you can follow our travels and see the cool stuff that we do as well.
Absolutely. So if you're looking to live your life on purpose, then come and join us. Follow along and join in the conversation each and every fortnight here on Leanne Bartlett, Loving Life Now.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.